My AI agency is doing 10K a month, but I know it could be doing 50K. And I'm betting ChatGPT 5 can get us there. We've got plenty of traffic, but we're not scaling fast enough. If you're in the same spot, getting views but not real growth, this video is for you. Over the next 15 minutes, I'm going to use ChatGPT 5 to completely fix my strategy. First, I'm going to plan and prioritize my offers. Then I'm going to create a full marketing strategy using deep research. Then I'm going to use ChatGPT 5 to create a 7-day action plan so I know exactly what steps I need to take every single day to start growing. And then last, I'm going to use ChatGPT to create our very first marketing asset. I don't know if it's going to be a YouTube video script. I don't know if it's going to be a LinkedIn post. We'll see what ChatGPT says. No team, no fluff, just me and ChatGPT. Will it work? Let's find out. So as we have in our plan here, it says the very first thing we're going to do is plan and prioritize. So right now, I basically kind of have three separate offerings. I have the AI agency where I sell services to clients. I have my school community where I teach other people how to grow their AI agency. And I have a coaching offering where I work one-on-one closely with my students to help them grow even faster. So I'm going to hop into ChatGPT. And if you look at the top here, you can see we're using the newest model, ChatGPT 5. And I'm going to be using dictation mode by clicking this little microphone so I can kind of just talk to ChatGPT rather than having to type in this text box here. It's much faster and much more efficient. You are an expert career coach and an expert at growing agencies. So basically right now I run an AI agency where I sell automations and services to clients, and it's making around 10K a month, and I want to grow this to 50K. I also have a school community where I teach other people how to grow their agency, and then I offer one-on-one coaching where I work with people directly to scale. So what I really need help with today is planning and prioritizing these three offers to kind of get a grasp on what's working, what's not working, what I should eliminate, what I should put more fuel on, and kind of how I can optimize these systems. Please go ahead and ask me any questions that you need until you are 95% comfortable that you can complete this task. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to send this off to ChatGPT, and it's going to transcribe this message for me. It literally takes a second, and I'm just going to send this off, and we're going to see what the results are. So basically it says, I need precise inputs in 4 categories before I can plan and prioritize. And so basically this is just asking me a series of questions, and I'm just going to go ahead and read these off and answer them to the best of my ability. It's always really helpful to give ChatGPT as much context as you possibly can so that it can actually do a really good job of providing the answers you need. Now, I do think because I create content, the answers to these questions might be a little different for me than they are for you, but I'm just going to go ahead section by section and answer them anyway. So my current monthly revenue, average sale price, and number of sales. My currently monthly revenue we talked about is about 10K. The average sale price, I usually sell systems for 3 to 4K, nothing too crazy. And the number of sales, I usually have 3 to 4 sales per month. The gross margin or cost to deliver each one is fairly negligible. Honestly, these are automated systems. It's mostly just my time, right? I don't really track my customer acquisition costs. Most of my clients come to me inbound because I create content. I will charge recurring if it feels like there's a maintenance fee or ongoing maintenance that's needed. Otherwise, I will just charge an hourly rate to do maintenance of like anywhere from 150 to 225 an hour, depending on the project. Or I'll just basically give them like a one-time charge for any kind of like maintenance or upgrades to the system that they need. Demand and pipeline status. So the average monthly inbound leads per offer. Again, like I don't really like put my offers out there. I just kind of create content and leads come to me. The conversion rate to leads is pretty good. It's really pretty high. I'd say maybe 75% close, just basically because the people who are already reaching out to me are already interested because they found me via content, which means they're like the most extremely hot lead that they could possibly be. Any outbound or paid traffic? No, I do 0 outbound currently. No wait list, no backlogs, no fulfillment capacity issues. Again, I'm really trying to scale, and I definitely have other people that I can lean on if it reaches a point where I can't handle the builds myself. Strategic value and scalability. Which offer has the highest lifetime value per customer? That's a great question. I have a hard time answering that, to be honest with you. The lifetime value of a customer is basically anything that I'm going to build, like maybe like a chatbot or a RAG agent, or I do a lot of social media automations. It's mostly the value of the customer is hard because I think the highest value customer is the one who's going to keep coming back to me for future builds and future projects, not necessarily the highest particular offer. Most repeat purchase potential. I think I'm working on building a lot of productized systems. I think the social media systems are really productizable. Chatbots are super productizable. You can kind of just have a website with like your main core offerings on there and then just kind of offer those things and then kind of package them up nicely and sell them, more than once. Delivery complexity. It can definitely be delegated. automated, or it can't be automated, but I can definitely delegate it. It aligns to my personal goals and positioning in the market. And so like really, I really want to focus on content creation, growing the community, and growing the coaching business. I actually think that those are the things that I'm the most excited and the most interested in for me personally. But if clients do come to me and the budget is right and the systems are interesting and the clients are cool, I'm always happy to work with them, or just use the community, the people in my community to handle fulfillment on those. So marketing and content, which offers are most frequently requested or talked about by your audience? So again, social media automations are really, really big for me. My current marketing efforts are focused on like YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, I think are kind of the most heavy that I use for marketing. I'm interested in scaling up ads, or I don't know if it's paid ads or organic ads or however that works. I'm not really an ads guy. I definitely think I need to optimize my sales funnel. I have, 2 to 3,000, maybe more people like in my email list. I run some email campaigns. They're okay. They're not great. I think they could be better. I want to capitalize on the traffic that I'm getting. I've been having LinkedIn posts recently do anywhere from 30 to 60,000 impressions. I think I could really capitalize on that traffic. And again, so I think my biggest challenge for me personally right now is taking the existing traffic and converting at a much higher rate. Any content or sales assets already built that support a specific offer? No, not really. Partnerships, affiliates, or referral channels tied to any offer? No, there's none of that either. So I'm just going to send this off. Now that I answered all of those questions, I know that was a lot and probably took a little bit of time. But again, it's really important to be thorough with your answers, to give ChatGPT as much information about you as you possibly can, because without that information, it's not going to know how to help you with your business. So let's transcribe this really long block of text. You can see I rambled on and on for a bit, but I think that's what's so great about these LLMs, that they kind of just understand everything that you're doing. Cool. So ChatGPT just came back with all of these answers for me. Basically, it gave me this current state snapshot, which just outlines basically all the things I just told it about, the offers that I have and my capacity to deliver and the funnels and the traffic and all those things. Gave me a performance assessment of the custom builds, kind of like the agency model, the community, and the coaching, kind of the strengths and weaknesses and how scalable each one of these things are. And then told me how I should prioritize, which I really, really like, because that's one of the main challenges that I have, and I think a lot of people have. So it kind of recommends that I fuel the community first because it's recurring revenue. It's aligned with content-driven audience growth. So that's great. If you want, hop into the community, check the link in the description. Shameless self-plug. Use coaching as a high-ticket upsell from the community, and then keep custom builds only for high-ticket or delegated projects. So I like this because it really tells me, look, I should just focus on growing this community, and then kind of the rest will follow, which kind of aligns with kind of what I thought was happening, but it's really helpful to have kind of the second brain confirm that for me. So here's the optimization road path. And I like this because it literally gives me step by step what I should do. So I need to nail the offer pathway, keep it public, simple, keep it free and low friction, right? So here's the community, here's how much the coaching costs, here's the select high ticket builds. Great. Then I need to convert the existing traffic. So I need to turn my top LinkedIn posts into CTAs for free resources and then nurture with the email. So I actually have a lot of this. And so what this tells me is that I really need to work on these email nurture sequences, and they could be so much better. So again, super helpful. Retarget website visitors and video viewers. I don't do this. I don't really run any paid ads. Definitely something I want to work on. If you're out there and you're running paid ads at a high level, definitely reach out to me. Build 3 landing pages, 1 per offer, working on that. Productized build. So take whatever I exist and package it up and kind of sell it as like a standalone product. Then email and content cadence. So here's a weekly offer driven emails, monthly live workshop. I could start doing live workshops. That sounds fun. Use client results and automation demos as proof, and then scale with delegation. So hire people out for any of the custom builds. So that's super, super helpful. So if we come back into our little checklist here, I can just go ahead and now we've planned and we've prioritized. So super happy about that. The next thing on the list is to create this marketing strategy. And I want to use deep research to do this because deep research gives you some unbelievably insane answers. So check this out. I'm actually going to use first ChatGPT to write a prompt for deep research. Then I'm going to actually do all this research. It's going to grab a bunch of sources. It's just going to search the entire web for us. It's going to take like 15 minutes. So of course I'll cut it and I'll come back, but I'm going to show you how insane the answers are. So I'm going to come into ChatGPT and I'll just use dictation because it's faster. This is really great. So the next thing I need you to do is to create a prompt for deep research. So I want to take the prompt and have deep research all of these things. I want to create, the marketing plan. I want to figure out how to be better at email nurture and email marketing. I think I need to figure out, better email campaigns and anything else in here, like, some lead magnet ideas, how I can effectively create the sales funnel. I think those are maybe the things that I'm struggling with personally the most. And anything else in here that you think might be really impactful for me to do a lot of deep research on, again, I need need you to create the prompt for deep research. So ask me any more questions so I can help you complete that task. So let's send this off, and it's going to say, okay, it needs a little bit of clarity. So target audience, who are exactly are you trying to reach? Offer positioning and pricing, competitor context, research depth, and scope. So this is really great. Let's go ahead, and I'm just going to talk to it again as I go through this. Who exactly are you trying to reach with your marketing funnel? Their business size, role, and level of tech sophistication, and what they want. So typically my offer is for people who are starting an AI agency. A lot of the people I work with are transitioning careers. And so that's who I'm kind of trying to work with, or they're kind of trying to build a side hustle. The flip side of that is people who are implementing AI and automation in their existing business. They're solopreneurs, they're business founders, but that covers a much wider range of industries. So I think focusing on the AI agency owners is actually going to be the most helpful with the clearest ICP or customer profile. Yes, I'm targeting primarily agency owners, just went over this. What's the exact price point for the community? Community is $57 a month. The exact price point and structure for the coaching per package is $2,000. And you get 4 coaching sessions with me, and we really work to make customized roadmap plans. You have homework every single week. We give you direct, actionable steps to take. We give you a lot of clarity and focus on your offer, and basically how to grow your audience and how to attract inbound leads, so you're actually working on projects that you like and enjoy and can actually charge the most for. I'm going to change prices as I scale up. I mean, the community is going to be at $57 until I reach 400 members, which point it goes up to $67. Which 3 to 5 people, brands, or communities are you competing with or modeling against? Always Nick Sarayev, the GOAT in this space, as far as I'm concerned. You know, Ken Kai's got a great community. The Robo Nuggets community with Jay is great. Here I am hyping up all these other communities. That's fine. Nate Herc's got a big community. Liam Otley's got a big community. Those are probably the big dogs, I think. Research depth and scope. I also like Chase AI. Chase is cool. Check him out, honestly. I'll plug Chase. I like that guy. So the research focus only on strategies proven to work in your niche, or also pull from general high ticket, definitely general pull from general high ticket and low ticket funnel best practices, agency niche research, but general research is good too. Output to include include all of this, examples, templates, swipe files in the output for sure. So I just sent that off, and ChatGPT is basically going to now create the prompt for deep research. This isn't the deep research itself, but this is just the prompt. And I like doing it this way because I know that ChatGPT is going to give itself the best possible prompt to get everything that I need. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to copy this. So let me go ahead and copy this. And then I'm just going to paste this in a new chat using deep research. So let's start a new chat. I'm going to come in here and click the plus, and I'm just going to go into the deep research mode, and you only get a limited amount per month. I think it's like 25 per month if you're on the pro plan, but honestly, that's plenty. So I'm just going to send this off. And so basically it came back with a few more questions for me. So let's answer these. Should I analyze all content and funnels for each competitor across all platforms? Yes, do as much research as you possibly can. Do I want the swipe file examples included visually, screenshots? Now you can just summarize them in bullet format. That's fine. Should the funnel plan, are you able to pull in screenshots and URLs? Never mind. If you're able to pull in screenshots, go ahead and do that. Should the funnel build plan assume use of specific tools? Yeah, that's fine. I use Go High Level personally, but I'm interested in using ConvertKit as well. And so I think that's fine too. So let's send that off. And now we can see here what's really insane is that ChatGPT is going to think really, really deeply about this. It's going to conduct a comprehensive competitive and strategic analysis focused on scaling your AI agency from 10K a month to 50K a month by optimizing funnels, email nurture, and lead magnet strategy. This will cover full funnel evaluations of competitors, high conversion structures, nurture frameworks, lead magnet ideas, annotated page examples, and a prioritized funnel build plan aligned with Go High Level and ConvertKit usage. I'll include screenshots and URLs where possible. And you can see here that it's starting the research. Honestly, this might take 5 minutes. It might take 10 minutes. It might take an hour. I'm going to come back once this is done and we'll go over it. And if we come back in here, I think it's safe to say that we are creating our marketing plan with deep research. And then once we're done with that, we're just going to use that to create a 7-day action plan that should only take a couple seconds, basically to let us know exactly what actions we should take step by step for the first week. And then we'll create our very first marketing asset using our new strategy. Okay, so ChatGPT just finished its deep research. It took 9 minutes. It had 23 sources and it ran 80 different searches. This is crazy. If I open this up here, we can go ahead and we can see how insanely large this is. Look at this. It did a complete competitor funnel breakdown with their funnel steps, their core offering and pricing, the lead magnet and entry, their email and nurture sequence. Did it for everybody I mentioned. This is insanely valuable already. It gave me key observations from all of the competitors together. It gave me high conversion funnel structures, like this just goes on and on. I have barely scratched the surface of everything that's in here. This document is insane. Honestly, I might drop this inside the community just so people have access to it. I think this is insanely valuable. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm for sure going to save this and I'll review this later. Or the other thing that I would suggest doing maybe is like putting this in a custom GPT or a Claude project that you can then ask questions to get advice for scaling your agency. So I'm just going to download this. So super cool. This is like obscenely powerful. I'm just going to scroll through this for another second because I just think it's insane. Like it gives me best practice email nurture sequence. It literally gives you the subject line, the content, the CTA, gives you a second email with quick win and credibility. You can just kind of reframe these for you. This went ahead and just did like a 7 email sequence. This is crazy. High performing lead magnet concepts, 110 step AI business roadmap, AI agency quick start checklist. Like if I made these and posted these on LinkedIn, these would blow up. They gave me 11 of these. So again, like this is just incredibly powerful. I'm really excited to dive into this a little bit more. So from here, I want to create a 7-day action plan. So basically I'm just going to say using this information, I need you to create a 7-day action plan. This is basically, I'd say 2 to 5 direct actionable things I can do every single day for the first week to start growing my AI agency from 10K to 50K and make sure that it's based off of all the research that you just did. So I just want something direct and actionable. I like to have a plan. I like to have a checklist of things. It kind of just helps me like get organized and like organize my thoughts when I can like wake up in the day and know exactly what I need to get done rather than spending every morning kind of just guessing. So this is super, super helpful. So we can see here what it wants me to do on day 1. It wants me to build and update the primary lead magnet landing page and go high level with a clear headline, 3 to 5 bullets, and an opt-in form. This kind of aligns to the hypothesis I had. I have a couple of different lead magnets that are out there right now, but I almost think that building one, like insanely valuable one, and just using that over and over again with a really strong conversion funnel is almost the best way to go. So again, as I get more into the marketing side of things and funnel building, which is not my area of expertise, I start to learn a whole bunch more on what works. And so just having this type of confirmation is really helpful. So here's day 2, record and publish YouTube videos targeting beginner and intermediate AI agency owners with how-to, mid-video verbal CTAs for the lead magnet. So send them to the lead magnet. Don't just send them to the community. Offer value, offer something of free first. Like that's pretty cool. Day 3, I can write and load these emails into ConvertKit and then create behavior tags. So I basically know what each new audience member did. Super cool. Social proof and community engagement. Share your recent win. Collect 2 to 3 short testimonials that I can use. I could create a carousel or video post on LinkedIn featuring a testimonial. That's cool. I can film short TikToks or shorts with a strong hook and post a LinkedIn value thread. High ticket activation. Create a coaching program page or a PDF with benefits and a booking link. Really cool. Metrics and optimization. Review the landing page opt-in rate, which is a goal of 30%, which is crazy. Email open, click rates, review traffic sources, etc. So now I know what I can do for the next week to actually start scaling. So love this, super crazy helpful. So boom, let's go ahead and do this. And the last thing we want to do is just have it create our very first marketing asset. And let's go ahead and let's see what the very first thing I want to do is. The lead magnet landing page. No, not that one. I don't think. The email platform, draft and upload email one. I think maybe I want to do like a LinkedIn post. I think that's maybe just going to be the most helpful to have right here. So let's go ahead and say, I need you to create marketing asset number 1. I think this is going to be a LinkedIn post. I don't know if this is going to be announcing the community. I don't know if it's going to be announcing the primary lead magnet landing page. Use your best judgment here. But again, I want a viral LinkedIn post with a strong hook, some value added, and then a strong CTA. So I'm going to send this off. Should take just a couple seconds. Go ahead, send this out here, and ChatGPT is going to create our very first LinkedIn post. So most AI agencies fail before they land a single client. It's not because AI doesn't work. It's because they have no map. So when I started my AI agency, I started doing this. I wasted a bunch of time. And now I have a plan that works for you. And inside, you're going to find niche selection framework, 5 ready to sell automations, pricing and proposal swipe, and a 30-day action plan to get your first client. Super cool. I've packaged it into a free AI agency starter kit, and you can grab it here with the link. And then basically we get people in here. We have them give us our name, their email. We get them in the email campaign that ChatGPT outlined with all that crazy deep research. We get them in the funnel, and hopefully we start converting some leads. And so again, we can go back to the deep research to go even further to like have it plan the next 7 days and the next month and the next 6 months, right? So we can really start scaling from 10K to 50K. So I'll check back in a couple months to see if we've got there. If you thought this video was cool, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want to join in the community, I'll leave a link in the description. And last, if you want to know where to find the best ideas for new AI automation builds, check out this video right here. I'll see you over there.